Hey, what's up guys, in this video we're going to be going over recording audio in MIDI, so you might want to watch the video before this going over routing because that'll explain how you get things to work. Basically, you record audio or MIDI, and yeah, this little button right here, this is how you record it. This is to arm the track to record. See, without it on, and you hit record with our lead in, it doesn't record. You actually have to press the record button to arm this track to record, and then once you press record, you have your MIDI, and you input your buttons and whatnot. You can arm multiple channels to record, be that audio or MIDI, by holding Shift and then clicking. So we can arm these both, and it will record. And we can record MIDI, audio, and basically a lot of stuff. So yeah, let's do it. So I want to just give you an example of recording MIDI and audio at the same time. So what I want to do, I'll create an audio track to receive audio from 3 and 4. You can have audio being received from another channel, a multi-timbral VST like Omnisphere, and you can do all that, and then you can record and then bounce, and then you can kind of free up resources. But yeah, we'll do it this way. All right, so I'll go in. So basically, in means that the sound is always being received through whatever you want to record. This is my virus synth, right? So when it's in, you'll notice that the button changes, the button color, right? And no matter what, it always receives the audio from that. If I go auto, it does not receive unless I physically arm it to record, in theory, right? So that would be, if I'm bouncing around, it automatically receives or doesn't receive audio, but it's still there, and that's a good way to kind of keep things clean. You'd use that for like a hardware compressor or such, and you can completely kill the input, so nothing's coming through, and that's all good for certain things. All right, so my preference is I just leave it on, like in, all the time, and that way I don't have to keep on arming things. It'll always play no matter what. All right, so I want to have that. I want to, on this guy, receive MIDI from my Audio 6 in, so it's receiving MIDI from this and not from any other devices that I have. So what I'll do is I'll just hit record. All right, so I have that, and that is recording MIDI. Didn't record audio. Now what I can do is then I can send this to my Audio 6 out. So now it's sending audio to this, and then I can record this. Right? I can do that at different speeds and such. So once that happens, you'll notice that it's grayed out. That's because it still has like an input. So it's still receiving input, but when you play it, nothing's happening. The clip is deactivated. So what you do is you can go off, and then the clip is there for you forever, and then you can edit and warp and do all the fun things that Ableton's really good at, or you can have it auto. So say if you wanted to record them both at the same time, so what you'll do is you'll shift this and shift this, and you will let's see, no output, because I don't want to have MIDI receive twice, because that'll sound weird. Give it a test, receiving audio, receiving MIDI. Right, and we have effectively recorded audio and MIDI at the same time, And yeah, we have this audio forever. We can change it around. We can drop it into another synth. We could do all sorts of fun things with that. And that is your introduction to recording MIDI. And we're gonna the next video. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll show that to you. I'll show that to you now. All right. So let's say we'll have a bar loop here. So say we have like a drum beat going on like that. We can loop a section and then just kind of have this going. We can get, an idea. And you'll notice, we'll turn that off. Overdub's not supposed to be on. So what it does is it continuously records. We can have our metronome going. I don't like that. Right, we have that. So what that does is that it continuously records, but we're not actually losing any data. What we have here is we have everything that we were doing recorded, and you can go and get all sorts of fun stuff. So yeah, what we'll do, we can move things around and say, okay, I really like that area. I can go there, and then there she is. In theory, assuming that was good, and we can have a particular area and then keep on retrying until we find something that sticks. Same with the MIDI. MIDI is always there, and it's really, really interesting. And yeah, that's basically how you would jam with clips, and we're going to get into more fun stuff later. All right, we'll be back.